Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. We are diving deep today into something really intriguing, a brand new story called Eyes I Couldn't Forget. We just finished episode 1, titled The Girl Who Arrived with the Rain. And wow, what an introduction, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from the very first paragraph, you just know this isn't going to be your average slice of life, you know? It kicks off with Jeannie, our main character, leaving her entire life behind. The mountains, her home, all of it just disappearing in the rearview mirror. It's so poignant.
It really is. And it's not just a physical move, is it? It's driven by such deep grief. Her grandmother, who was clearly her anchor, passed away. And that line about the cheerful girl becoming quiet, the warm house feeling empty, you just feel that ache, don't you?
Uh-huh. Exactly. And then you get the backstory, which is just heartbreaking. The nightmares, rain, headlights, screeching tires, the car accident that took her parents. It's like she's carrying this immense weight of past trauma. And now her grandmother's death has just reopened everything. It's a lot for anyone, especially a young person, to process.
Totally. And so her aunt inviting her to the countryside, that's supposed to be this fresh start, this chance to heal, you know? But you can tell she's still very much in that shell. Though that welcome at her aunt's house, that was the first real moment of warmth, wasn't it? Her aunt pulling her into that hug, welcome home. I actually smiled reading that.
Me too. It was such a tender moment. And then boom, you get the cousins. That instantly brought a bit of levity, you know? The younger one, what was his name again? Oh, the one who dramatically crosses his arms and accuses her of stealing his room? That's just classic sibling energy, even if they're cousins.
Right? So you're the cousin who stole my room. That was hilarious. And the older cousin, Kingman Jay, immediately smacking him on the head. Ignore him. It just sets up such a relatable family dynamic. And for Jeannie, who's been through so much, that warmth, that shared laughter, it feels like a tiny crack of light, doesn't it?
It really does. It's that first sign that maybe, just maybe, things won't be so bad. And then we're off to the new school. Classic new kid nerves. Everyone's staring. The whispers. A transfer student? She's pretty. All those familiar anxieties.
Uh-huh. Ugh, the whispers. I remember that. It's like a rite of passage, you know? But then Yuna appears, this bright, cheerful girl who just walks up and says hi, and they immediately connect. It's so nice to see Jeannie finding a friend so quickly. That's a huge step.
Yeah, Yuna is like a ray of sunshine, and she introduces us to the first big mystery of the school, Kim Min-hoo. The empty seat, the dramatic lean-in from Yuna. He's famous, national-level judo athlete. Wow, no way. You know everyone would be buzzing about that.
Right? Everyone knows him. And Jeannie's just like, okay, but he's not even here. It immediately sets him up as this elusive, important figure. You know he's going to be a big deal in the story. And then they spend a few days, Jeannie and Yuna, becoming really close. And Jeannie's slowly adjusting. The loneliness is still there, but it hurts less. That's a powerful statement, isn't it?
It is. It shows she's not magically fixed, but she's making progress, which feels very realistic. And then comes the weekend, exploring the town, shops, snacks, laughter. It sounds like such a lovely, normal day for Jeannie after everything she's been through.
Yeah, it's that moment of genuine enjoyment. But then, of course, because this is a story, something has to happen to shatter that peace. She sees him, a familiar figure, dark hair, familiar posture, and she just freezes. Her heart skips a beat. That's where it gets really interesting, right?
Oh, that's where the plot thickens. She grabs Yuna's hand, come with me, and just drags her through the crowd. Yuna's reaction is priceless. You nearly dislocated my shoulder. But the person's gone. Poof, vanished. It leaves you wondering, who was it? Was it really someone from her old school? Or just her mind playing tricks?
Exactly. And she deflects, saying, someone from my old school. You can tell there's more to it, though. Then they go into a bookstore, and she picks up this horror comic, and she doesn't even know why. Not really, she says when Yuna asks if she likes horror, but she just wanted it. That's a weird detail, isn't it? Very specific.
Super specific. It feels like foreshadowing, like this comic is going to be important later. And then, as she's walking home alone, the streets get quiet and she hears shouting. Classic scenario, right? Alleyway, group of boys, someone surrounded. And Jeannie's first instinct is, not my business, which is so understandable.
It is. Most people would do that, you know, keep walking, but she stops. That's where her character really shines through, her inherent goodness. She pulls out her phone to call the police. That's brave. But then, of course, she's spotted. A hand grabs her wrist. Phone drops. Ugh, I was on the edge of my seat.
Me too. I thought, oh no, Ginny. But then the hooded boy moves, fast, in the blink of an eye. He's like a superhero. He gets rid of the bully, grabs Ginny's hand, and just says, run. And they just sprint through the city. It's so cinematic. The streetlights flashing, the wind rushing.
Absolutely. And he just disappears into the darkness, leaving her totally confused. She only caught a brief glimpse of his face. And then, the next morning, the big reveal. She walks into class, and the seat beside her isn't empty. Kim Min-hyo is there.
Yes, the famous judo athlete. And Jeannie recognizes him. It was him, the hooded boy. No way. Her face turning instantly red, the memory of being dragged through the streets. That's just classic awkwardness on steroids, right?
Oh my goodness, the secondhand embarrassment? And then she tries to talk about her comic, and some other boy pipes up, oh, that horror comic? Min-hyo gave it to me yesterday. Ginny's reaction, you what? He just gave away her comic. That's just peak Kim Min-hyo, apparently.
Exactly. He just looked away, all nonchalant. And that's where Jeannie realizes that dealing with him is going to be way more complicated than she expected. What an ending for episode 1, you know? We've got grief, a new home, new friends, a mysterious hero, and now a judo athlete who just hands out her horror comic. I am so ready for episode 2.
Me too. It sets up so many questions. Why was he there? Why did he give her comic away? What's his deal, you know? This is just the beginning, and I feel like Jeannie's journey is only going to get more complex and interesting. What a fantastic start to the series.
Definitely. This story has got me hooked. Can't wait to see what happens next with Jeannie and the mysterious Kim Min-hyo.
Thanks for joining us for this recap, everyone. We'll catch you next time.